Nights at the museum seemed peaceful until the moment the stars began to dim in the sky. I, Jack Harper, was the security guard of this esteemed place, and as I thought, had only to ensure that nothing went wrong. But soon I encountered something more powerful than I could imagine. It all started with a dark whisper in the art gallery. Paintings, seemingly innocent before, began to emit incomprehensible whispers, in which it seemed like the cries of souls immersed in darkness echoed. My initial explanation was simple: my imagination was playing tricks on me due to long night hours. But the world of galleries quickly turned into a nightmare. Paintings started to distort. The characters on them seemed to come to life, emerging from the canvas. Their eyes sparkled like ghosts, and they watched me as I walked by. The museum, which seemed to embody beauty and culture, turned into a haunted house, obeying its own laws. Picturesque landscapes turned into sources of tormenting visions where worlds collided and dark shadows swallowed the light. Under the glass eyes of portraits, I heard footsteps, muted whispers, and felt that in this museum world, something ancient and forgotten was awakening. With each passing day, paranormal phenomena intensified. Statues in the vestibule began to change their poses, as if coming alive at night. Ancient artifacts came out of glass cases, creating their own chaotic dance. Musical instruments in the music hall produced sounds without anyone touching them, as if the souls of musicians were trying to convey their pain to me. Immediately after the museum closed, leaving only me and these supernatural beings, I felt they were toying with me. For the first time, I wanted to rid myself of this service, but fear for my future and a mystical attachment to these phenomena held me back. My office became a place of nightmares. The computer turned on by itself, typing unintelligible messages. I saw my name carved on the mirror in the eerie light of candles. Messages on the walls, seemingly written in invisible ink, predicted my departure. With each passing day, the incredible phenomena took on a more terrifying form. Ghostly entities took on distinct shapes. They pursued me through the corridors, and I heard their piercing cries in the darkness. The ancient clocks in the museum hall began to strike midnight without any visible reason, creating an atmosphere of an ancient ritual. After several weeks, I was exhausted. Dark entities invaded my nightmares, forcing me to battle myself and these unknown forces. The museum became a dark trap from which there was no escape. One day, when the shadow drew an ancient symbol on the floor, I realized that my strength was depleted and I couldn't cope with this nightmare. I had to make a decision I feared to resign. Like a dispelled toxic gas, I walked out of the museum, feeling relief and fear struggling in my soul. For the last time, I looked back at the museum building, and through the glass windows, I saw shadows mysteriously circling in emptiness. My fear blended with curiosity, but I could no longer stay in this forgotten world where the boundaries between reality and darkness blurred. My life changed, and the museum became a forgotten nightmare in my past, leaving only a faint trace of fear and mystery in my memory.